3, 2, 1. I'm back, bitch. I can't go into storylines. I can't go and this happened and that happened because so much has happened. Clearly, I haven't spoken to you since BT. It has been rich with interpersonal relationships and dynamics and enormous suffering, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, soulfully. There's really nothing that I haven't experienced since we spoke. And so hilarious because my whole vision was the best was yet to come. That part of the road trip and then getting to northern New South Wales and connect with all my sisters and, get back on board with Bryony and have an amazing time with Rachel and have an amazing time with Dream and none of it was amazing. It was dark and horrific, which kind of ended up just being the best medicine that I could have. The soul that I am does not actually judge anything as being positive or negative. I'm not actually after more happiness and joy than that I'm after more gut-wrenching awakenings that need to be administered in, really adverse ways. It's all the same to me. None of it was what I thought it was going to be. Put me in a difficult situation with vlogging because I would not have been able to be authentic or real. I would have had to be in pretense because a lot of the stuff I was in pretense. I was in performance. I was in covert. I was in people-pleasing, walking on eggshells. Because of all that, I picked up my, go-to crutch of coffee and cigarettes. So therefore I went into inflammation. I left my breath, which meant I left the present moment, which means I just took myself just beautifully in a really ugly kind of way to the floor and beyond there. And when I got back from my road trip, I was in this bed for 4 days, seriously inflamed and suicidally depressed and fucking really unwell, yeah. And so then I just started, as you do, and crawled out of there, got lots of amazing support. Went up to Nindri and stayed in that beautiful house, not the cottage but the house, because the lesbians, there's always lesbians with animals to mind, you know that. They needed to go away and I rocked into their beautiful home with their fucking infrared sauna and the freshwater pool. Yes, I went swimming naked on my own, just with dogs. Perfect. The swimming costume has still got the tags on it, so I still haven't done any public swimming yet. I've gone from size 12 up to size 14 again, so my body hatred is well on board. And I've just blown right out because I started overeating. Even the Vedic food I'm eating twice as much as what I should eat. And I blew out with a lot of that stuff, but I'm totally back on board and I have been for quite some time. It doesn't take me long to fall apart. I found out another reason why, not just because I'm a soft cock, but Alice, who's my chiropractic applied kinesiologist, that I sent away the 4 files for my saliva testing. You know how there's a whole thing about me wanting to get my mojo back. She's like, your cortisol reading is as low as I've ever seen. I'm amazed you're not in bed 24/7 because your chronic fatigue is just, and she said, you have no response to stress. And see, my psychiatrist that I used to see in Hobart used to really believe that I had post-traumatic stress syndrome, and I refused to take the medication, of course. Now Alice is now thinking that the rheumatoid arthritis is very much, probably it was the cortisol problem that probably really triggered the RA, even though she also thinks that it's probably virus orientated. So we know we've got all these reasons, that I've got it. I still go with the fact that my critical mind completely annihilated my immune system and my body followed suit. I'm still with that. Even though mentally I'm way weller than what I used to be when I was much younger, when all this was really my normal. I just think that I'm really reaping that karma. However, I've started work with a soul whisperer. Yes, Michelle Cannon. I'll put details of her up. And so she works in a traditional Chinese medical way, in a deeply kind of neurological way. She does your emotional freedom, through your tapping, all that stuff. Even though I think I'm a total fuckwit, I love and accept myself, all that kind of thing. So we're kind of, as you know, the beginning of my Vedic journey very much was me really owning the fact that I don't have self-love. In fact, the L word makes me cringe, I just like the L word with lesbians, really. So my journey with her is very much slowly moving into what could possibly be seen as self-love. And I've been watching lots of Matt Kahn. And he's very lovey-dovey, and sometimes that can really make me cringe, but there's a part of me coming forward going, this is it, I'm totally on track with my Qigong, my restorative yoga, my diet, although I'm eating too much, that's true. I'm working in on the fact, remember the Vedic rule is a third, so you're only supposed to eat that much. Well, I've been kind of eating, finding it hard to put the fork down. I'm still doing all the kitchery. Everything's on track. I'm still doing everything that I was going to do. The road trip, which was exhausting, the 10 days I had in this house just absolutely took everything I had from me. Not making up with Bryony, and also us having more drama and interpersonal stuff, which I very much was the ringleader of, because I was just at my lowest. But I've pretty much forgiven myself for all that. It makes perfect sense of how all that played out. We have not made up, but I'm not at all at any kind of war with her in my heart. I actually have a really ascended view of all of this. I have an ascended view of what's happened there, and I have total faith that we can bring it all back. I don't have the energy to go into the microscopic stuff that actually went on between us, and the misunderstandings, misinterpretations and projections. That stuff needs to happen though, because there's so much of it, but I'm not ready for it. I don't think she is either. I actually am just fully in my heart with her and sending her so much love at all times. So I feel that it's completely healed in the parallel universe that I'm in. And so my most estranged, most powerful nemesis has come back into my life in this last 7 days and has superseded any of the drama I had in that 10 days. And again, I was ready for it, and I'm okay about it, a little bit frightened. However, as Michelle said yesterday in my soul whispering experience, it's a perfect timing, because it's this human being, it's all been abound around my disempowerment as a being, and my complete behaving small and not trusting myself, and being told that I'm nothing, being told that I'm, he's often said to me, I have more enlightenment in my little finger than what you have in your whole totality. That's the kind of stuff this person has said to me time and time again for, going on 20 years on and off. So it's been an enormously abusive, emotionally abusive relationship. And I'm okay, and that's profound. So I'm reclaiming myself. So, God, it's Christmas next week. We have a very small Christmas here. It's all real small and soft. Dad's 80th next week. We're going to go out for a lovely lunch, and I've got the beautiful house in Nindri for 4 days on my own, looking after the lesbians' animals. And so I'm really going to see Teresa. Remember Teresa, the Bowen therapist, who's a psychic specialist? Well, I saw her the other week when I was up there, and through the source and her, she pulled 5 ghoulish entities off me that I know attached themselves to me in that 10 days when I was in that house, because I could feel it. Really dark stuff was happening. So that's been complete, and I felt completely different after her session. I saw Jamie, my acupuncturist. He gave me an amazing treatment. My sister's been treating me. The gratitude I have for the support in my life. I've been a student. I've been going to students that have been doing their end of year exams for kinesiology. I've had 2 amazing balances. I'm going again tomorrow. And I've got my soul whispering that I'm doing. I'm also still going with Gary's meditation groups, and I've still got my amazing sisterhood circle and my amazing parents, getting on great with my sister and my other sister and my brother-in-law and my nephew and Bunny. Bunny has fully chosen Macy and the cats. She doesn't really want to even come and sleep with me at night. I just think she does it, you know. I think she is hook, line and sinker over there, which only hurts my heart in a very small way. I'm very happy for her. But, you know, we're still connected, but it is nothing what it was. And she's Macy's cat now, you know, I just know that. So all in all, I am fully in the eye of the chi cycle, living according to Tao, my Qigong yoga, I mean, what I hate the most about myself is that I've got tucked up lady arms, because I'm not being able to do downward dog anymore for quite some time while I do Peter Mulholland's restorative yoga. When I'm trying to heal my joints, I can't do anything really strong with my arms, and I've just got bat wings. And even though I've got bat wings, tuck shop lady arms, I fully love and accept myself. Even though I've got horrific flapping in the wind arms, I fully love. So I've got to tap all this sort of stuff to change my feelings about it, and just go, this is a first world problem, Jessica, it's a first world problem. I've got lots of vlogs that I did on the road trip, and I interviewed amazing people at the Death and Dying course, Zenith Virago. So I interviewed a woman whose photographs dead babies, for free for the parents. So stillborn babies, she goes into these people's homes in that place, and of loving service, this is what she brings forth. What an amazing woman. I did an interview with her. I interviewed Steve Fitton, you know, my guy I used to work on the air with. That when I talk to Sissy, I kind of turn into a 15-year-old hip-hop boy that is completely politically correct, saying really naff things. So you'll see all that. And then I interviewed Jo Field, who I stayed at her house, beautiful property, and she's an amazing parenting expert. So I did a great interview with her, and I interviewed, I think, 2 or 3 other people at the Death and Dying course. I'm very interested in becoming a grief counsellor, and I am really interested in performing ceremonies for funerals for people and animals. It's something I'm quite attuned to. So this is part of a business idea that I've got on the go. So yeah, I'm just about to vlog bomb you like never before, and then I might do a few bits and pieces in between it, so I can just go, oh yeah, this I'm about to. But yeah, just so you know this now, and then I'm just about to put all this shit up, and then I'll be back. And at the end of the day, regardless of the huge inflammation I've suffered from, the suicidal tendencies, nervous breakdown, all my mental illnesses coming to the forefront, every single thing, every single disappointment, every single bit of sadness and devastation, all of it has been golden. All of it is the best possible thing that could have ever happened to me, because I and my best version yet.